Knee-high is one of my favorite drinks. Knee-high grape. I've been drinking it 60 years, off and on.
How about them bologna sandwiches? You like them too?
I love them. I love them. I reckon a waitress has something to do with it, you know. She makes them.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Priddy's General Store. It's great to be back with y'all again. Haven't talked to you, seen you guys since February, and we're excited to have the Appalachian channel back here with John and Jody, and of course my good old friends here with me, Wayy. You can always count on Wayy to come by, you know, a couple of times a day, and it's been crazy since John was here before. We've been very blessed, and had to get some extra help, and I'm just glad I'm standing here today, and a few more gray hairs in the old head there, but God is good, and we've been blessed, and we just look forward to taking you back through and kind of seeing how things, well, you were here in winter before, now it's the summertime. Bye guys, good to see y'all. And got a few new things in the store, and it's just exciting, and like I said, we're here at summertime. We're kind of in and out with summer, so it's nice to have you guys with us in the warm months. So what do you think, Wayne? What's been going on?
It's wonderful to be back here at the Priddy store. You know, Father worked on my chainsaw years ago. In fact, Daddy bought one from my daddy years ago. He's a fine guy.
Yeah.
Sometimes people might be able to talk me out of some things that I
Maybe.
do a little tight way around here.
Yeah.
That's part of my childhood and what I'm used to seeing. And
Yeah.
but yeah, the other one like that, I had they were Asian. I think it was from Japan. Maybe
Okinawa?
Yeah, probably.
They had a vintage shop down there, and they were just traveling all over the place to find vintage stuff. And I understand in Asia, whatever denim is like, really, they really go crazy over it. I had one of those left, and I had no intentions of selling it. And they offered me such a price for it. I couldn't accept the price because I thought it was too much. But I'm like, what good is it really doing here? I said, I still know that Colin's got the one, and if he ever gets rid of it, it'll come back to me. So I blessed them with letting them take that back to their shop. And they bought some of the old shoes that we had, you know, that was back from the 70s. And it's a vintage shop in Japan.
And they came here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I guess they just travel around different places to find things to take back to their shop. You know, it was incredible.
Yeah.
Now, what's the story about the coat? You had them here for sale?
Well, this was a brand that was sold in the store at one time.
What brand is it?
N and W, and look, it says it's sanforized denim.
Yeah.
And then they made overalls too. But there was just two that lingered here. You know, after they became, you know, more bigger, better things, everybody thought. So those were just left behind.
Yeah. She had
I had two of them.
Two hanging on her wall, identical. And I was always hanging around here every summer in high school. And one day, I don't know why I did it, I slipped this jacket on, just kind of like oh, this thing fits, because I'm obsessed with everything vintage. And, you know, I got to have my hands on it. So I went up there and I said, Jane, this is a crazy question, but would you ever consider selling that jacket? And sure enough, I guess either I'm crazy or she's crazy or both of us are crazy. But
What was it, just on display, not for sale? Or
There's a rack kind of hanging back there in the back that had a few, I mean, stuff just gets placed and then it's there and you kind of forget about it in here. But it was just things that, you know, I just hold on to everything. I'm like my dad, you know, he grew up in the Depression. He never threw anything away, and now I'm just like him. I just don't want to get rid of anything. But
so how long ago was that you was in high school? What we're talking about?
Well, I graduated in 2016. I know I'm not too much of an old timer, but
7, 8 years then.
Yeah, it's been a while. But I was just recently coming back to visit, and Jane just told me to come on up here and hang out today, so I did.
His mom's one of my best friends. We played basketball together in high school.
Yeah.
And Colin went off to, he's acting.
Yeah.
He did a one-man show, James Dean, and opened the arts place up over at Stokes. We're real proud of him. He's been a cowboy up at Tweetsy in Blowing Rock, North Carolina. He's a great guy. And he's been out, he just got back from Fort Worth, Texas, acting out there, and now he's on his new journey, just finding his way. Yeah.
Well, how about that?
Well, now it's my turn to brag on you.
No,
Jane over here. No, Jane is like my second mother. She really is. I've hung out in here so many summers. And I always tell everybody, anybody who comes in here, anytime I'm traveling, I talk about Priddy's, I always say, Jane.
Don't make me cry at the very beginning here.
No, Jane is the closest thing you're ever going to find to a real life Mayberry character. Because everybody who walks in this store, she always says howdy, asks them where they're from, wants to talk to them, gets to know them. She is the literal personification of Southern hospitality. One time, I was sitting back here. And she made me a bologna sandwich, and I was sitting back here, and I had this family walked in, and they came in and said, "Hey Jane, we got ourselves a hog we just killed. Can we cut it up there on your machine back there?" And she goes to that old 1940s meat cutting machine back there, cuts up a hog they just killed, and then says, "All right, bless you, have a good day." Like you can't find that anywhere.
Well, let's reel back. It's not fresh meat. It was cured. Don't get me in trouble. I was helping a friend out, so don't get me in trouble. But
it was real though. You know, I mean, it was in the moment and it was real, and you can't really find anything like a lot of places try to emulate that. But I think the point is that it's real and it's still a general store and it's what it is. You know.
Well, I think the beauty of it is what you used to see back in the day when everybody come together in the community. When, you know, Joe out here had a problem, you know, everybody kind of pitched in to help out, and again, the community was just there. You're there to help each other out. Just like that day you showed up, and we're under construction here, and fresh lumber back there that Mr. Hedgecock brought up here and gave me a warning it don't need to be rained on, and a storm was approaching, and I didn't even know it, and I'm sitting here and with another friend of ours. I'm like, is it getting ready to rain outside? Well, long story short, two of the guys that's working on the bridge on there, big strong guys, walk in. She's like, you think they could help us? This man unloaded unbelievable amounts of lumber back there that needed to be covered up. And I was like, hey, how about free stuff for you today? Let's go up back. I need some help. And we got it all in. You showed up in the process of it, and we got it all covered up in the basement, and no rain got on it. And as soon as it got covered up, the drops of rain started falling. And then we were just like, my friend was like, this is just beautiful. This is just beautiful. It was like, God just showed up when we needed him, you know? It's like, and that's the community, and that's what we want to keep alive here. Is that we care about each other, and you know, there's always somebody here to help. It seems like I had a lady call me one time. She's like, Jane, is there anybody down there that can come up here? And got a black snake in my house. And this was a lady that used to work for our store, Lois Priddy. So it was a gentleman in here, and I had already seen how you can catch a black snake and get it out of a house. So my mom was living then, and she was able to run the show while we went up the road and got that black snake out of her house and took it down the road and let it out. So that's kind of, again, general store, general knowledge, general help, I don't know, general contractor, I don't know. It's
general community.
General contractor of life, I don't know. It's like, but that's the beauty of the place. And I've been so blessed here with just people showing up, saying, let me lend a hand, and I'm getting better about accepting it.
Well,
community. This is our former rescue captain. This is Vance. He was former town council with me and everything, great friend of mine. You talking about somebody in your community that you're blessed to have in your community. It's people like Vance and his family, and his father-in-law was the fire chief for many, many years. So that, again, it's people like Vance that makes our community special. No, it's the truth. We're just so blessed. We are so blessed. All right. Might help if I put my glasses on here.
Well, I think it's $8.99.
No, it's $2.99, wasn't it?
Oh, that.
Oh, it is $7.99. $5 more. It's good that I got five. All right, $12.79. Where you guys up to today?
Oh, it's priming.
Priming tobacco? Still first primings?
Last born. First priming.
All right, so this is 13, 14, 15, 20, 40, 60, 80, and 100. All right.
Oh, you don't need a bag.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, stay cool today.
I'm gonna try my best.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
Appreciate you.
Thank y'all.
Bye.
Nice to meet y'all.
So I've been talking to Wayy here. He's a local that comes around. We filmed him last time, and he had his Bel Air here, his 55 Bel Air, but I did not realize that he had got this in 1957 from his dad. He gave it to you when you was in high school. So
17 years old.
17 years old, so you've had it 67 years, the same vehicle. You got Uncle Si there in the front seat from Duck Dynasty.
Yeah.
You got you some die cast back here.
It's your riding partner, right?
My riding partner. You have to have somebody. Women won't ride with me.
Oh.
Women won't ride with you. So what other cars? You said you had some other cars. What else you got?
Well, I got one 66 Chevrolet. Daddy bought it June the 10th, 1966. And I got a 67 Chevrolet bought it new, the only new car I ever bought. And I got another 67 Chevrolet white convertible. The other one's a red convertible. And then I got a green 4-door sedan Bel Air. Got a small 88 Monte Carlo.
An 88 Monte
Black,
Carlo.
gray inside. I bought it in 89, had 4,000 miles on it. It's got about 110 on it now. I paid $413.67 4 years for that car. And so you know how much I got in it.
Paid that every month on it, a monthly payment?
Yeah, monthly payments, yeah. 4 years.
Right.
Them first ones wasn't bad, but them last ones was rough.
Quite a great story there that you had that long. Had it since high school.
Yeah,
That's
yes
amazing.
sirree.
Yeah.
Seemed like it ain't been that long. Time flies.
Time flies. How old are you now? You told us a minute ago.
83?
83.
Time flies when you're having fun, right?
Well, you don't, not necessarily having fun, you know. But we've had some good days. I've been blessed. Some good days.
Like that dance, that flat foot dancing, don't you?
Oh, love it, yeah.
Love it. Yeah.
Well, the doctor told me, 15 years ago, if I hadn't been dancing, you know, I'd probably been so I couldn't walk.
Yeah. How about
Talk
that?
about rheumatism, you know, arthritis. I have a little arthritis.
All right. Tell us your name.
Colin Anderson.
Colin Anderson. So you've been coming here since you was in high school?
Yes, sir.
Who brought you here the first time?
Well, I kind of I brought myself in a lot, but when I was a kid, my grandma and my family used to stop by here occasionally and come in here and, you know, buy some stuff, talk with Jane. And Jane always went to my church growing up, and I always knew her kids. I went to school with them. But I don't think I really understood just kind of how much magic this place had until I was older. Until I came in here. It was one summer break in high school. I came in here just because I remember coming here as a kid, but I didn't really remember it. And I remember catching up with Jane and just getting to know how magical it was and how much of a caring person she was. She really is, like I said, she's like the embodiment of the South, is what I always say, because she is the embodiment of Southern hospitality. She'll always, every time you come in, she'll always ask you where you're from, say howdy. I want you to talk about your story, your life. I always say she's the real life Mayberry character, real life Andy Griffith Show character. She really is. And a lot of good memories in here. And I think a lot of the times if I ever feeling down, if I ever really don't know where to go or what to do, I always come in here, sit on the front porch out there, talk with Jane, enjoy my little Coke and peanuts, or you know, maybe grab a nab or something and sit there and just talk. And it means a lot.
Grab a what?
A nap.
A nap.
Yeah.
You come to the store to take a nap, huh?
A nab.
A
No,
nap.
you ever had a nab?
A what?
A nab.
A nab?
Yeah.
No, what's a nab? You
It's
got me on that
I
one.
gotta go get you a nab.
Okay.
Hold on. So this right here, this is a nab. Now I know it says Lance Toast Chi on it, but I can assure you with 100% certainty that this is a nab. And there are going to be many other people out there that do agree with me. Now I don't know why they're called nabs, but my grandma and everybody else always calls these nabs around here. I even went up there just now and I said, "Hey Jane, where's the nabs at?" Over there. So if anybody ever asks around here, we call them nabs. Don't know why.
That's a new term for me. Have you heard that term before too?
That's the only thing from the time I was a baby. They've always been called nabs.
Well, how about that?
Yeah.
That must be a North Carolina thing, because I've never heard that in Tennessee.
I've always lived in North Carolina. It's always been a nab.
How about
Always been a
that?
nab. If there's a nab, there's a way, right?
How about that? I thought you said you taking a nap.
I could take a nap in here. I probably did take a nap a few times in here. It gets so nice and calm in here sometime. World just kind of seems to stop in here. I think that's really one thing to take away from it. And as soon as you walk in the door, and that's what I like to say is like a lot of other places in this world, a lot of our old general stores, I feel like they try to emulate this, but this is about as real as you can get. It really is. From the hospitality to just coming in to grab something you need, farmers grabbing their seed in here, somebody coming in to grab an old pair of overalls, you know, or somebody just visiting to come see what the place is about, you know. It's what it's about, and Jane's there to deliver and talk. I mean, she's up there talking to some people right now, asking about where they've been and where they're from and where they're going. So,
Oh yeah, that's something I noticed here in North Carolina. A lot, some of the other stores are. What's your plans for the rest of the day or something?
what's your plans for the rest of the day? Where are you going?
Where are you going?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've noticed that other people say that.
Oh yeah, some people say they're going to go down to the holler, you know, going down to the woods later. Maybe they're going hunting, maybe they're doing something like that. Yeah, no, it's always good. Some people come in here for leisure, some people come in here for work. It's part of their daily lives, their livelihood. So I think that's one thing to really appreciate about it. And places like this are kind of like the lifeblood of what makes where we live so special. It's kind of hard to talk about that or explain that in a weird way. In a weird way, it's almost like this kind of is our culture in a strange way, I guess.
So it seems like you said you was how old? You told me earlier, 28.
I was 25.
You're 25 right now.
25.
Okay. So it seems like you like the old time ways. You got your 50s hairdo there, and your jean jacket, and
Maybe a little bit on the nose, you know, just a tiny bit. But I've always appreciated the old things. I've always it's kind of always been the way I've dressed since high school. When I was in high school, my nickname used to be T-Bird sometimes. So I've kind of embraced it, I guess. And Jane and her old school way and the vibe of this place is just great to hang around and just be around. So it helps.
Well, I'm glad you came out today. It's good meeting you.
It's good meeting you.
Maybe we'll see you next time we come around.
Yeah, thanks for everything you do. It means a lot. Yeah.
And a drinking bar. This reminds me of my grandmother. I love these things. I do too. One of these days I'm going to set me one up on that top shelf up there. All right, 3134. Have y'all had any of her salsa before? She's a local girl that makes this. It's awesome.
I bought the pickles.
Salsa.
I know they're good.
Yes.
They're real good.
3134 is your total. And y'all are from Salon,
North Carolina. Between Pilot Mountain and Shoal.
come back out and visit with us today.
Love it here.
Y'all go back there and sit down and enjoy your snack with us. You're welcome. Y'all want the loaded one? Bologna, cheese, tomato, onion, or how do you want it?
She wants mayonnaise, tomato, salt, and pepper.
Okay.
I want the same thing, but with lettuce, no cheese. We
All right, so okay, I don't have any lettuce, all of that's tomatoes.
Fine, that's fine. Tomatoes fine.
So bologna, tomato, mayonnaise,
On
salt,
both of
and
them.
pepper.
Yep,
Okay.
that'll work.
Easy enough. Got the good old Duke's mayonnaise over here.
Yeah, that's what. Now, is that made in North Carolina?
I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah.
No, it's Richmond, Virginia. Oh, you like that even better, don't you?
Well, I don't
Well,
know.
let me see. Maybe it's Sawyer Brands. It's Sawyer Brands, but Duke's mayonnaise could have started out family recipe since 1917. I don't know if Sawyer took it over and distributed it now, if it started here in North Carolina, but I know we got a Duke's mayonnaise football thing that they do at the Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte, North Carolina. They started that a few years ago. So
Jody mentioned something about everybody likes it in North Carolina, so.
it is good mayonnaise, and I think that's really what makes our sandwiches. It adds the final touch on it, so to speak. And Bryan bologna is a North Carolina brand bologna. But Sarah Lee owns the Bryan label now. I had to do some research since we sold so much bologna. I wanted a North Carolina brand bologna, and they said that this was the flavor of the South, and that's what it says right there. Yeah. We're going to do this on country white or honey wheat.
Just a Rita,
Okay?
I guess. Let me see. That's honey wheat. Oh, let's just go with the regular.
Okay. And folks, I did wash my hands before I do this. I don't wear those gloves. I don't know what's on those gloves.
She did go wash her hands.
Yes.
I know that. A lot of people.
And our old hickory butcher.
A lot of people, when we're watching people do food, they'll wash their hands, but we don't film that. And they're like, well, they didn't wash their hands. And I'm like, well, we don't film people washing their hands. Nobody wants to see that. So
That's right.
They assume things they didn't see, you know.
That's right. That we're going to put on there came out of Wayne's garden. Wayne brought this to me a few days ago. This is one of my favorite tomatoes. It's a Cherokee purple, and it's an heirloom tomato. I love heirloom tomatoes that haven't been in a lab and man's messed with them. This is God's creation right here with no man, intervention. Wayne, I'm using your tomato that you brought me on their sandwiches. Yeah, Cherokee purple. Yeah, it's perfect. This is one of my favorites too. All right. And you did say a little salt and pepper, right?
Yes, So I guess your family's been selling these bologna sandwiches ever since the store probably opened, huh?
As far as I can remember. Yeah. Grandma, they didn't even have a refrigeration back in the day. It's just kind of crazy to think that, And we always got to cut them in half because, remember, they taste better when you cut them in half.
Absolutely. We learned that when we was here last time.
So I had a customer just yesterday that got sandwiches, and he saw I cut his friends in half. He says, you don't have to cut mine in half. And I'm like, are you sure? I said, it tastes better. He says, but I like to work up to the good part. I'm like, okay, I'll give you that. All right. Gonna eat this now.
Yeah, I'll probably
right.
run out to the motorhome and eat. I got a drink out there. We'll just put them on a tab there, and we'll pay you when we pay for everything else.
All right, go take a break.
Okay, we'll be right back.
Awesome.
This is our breakfast and lunch.
Yeah.
What are you doing there?
Well, this is something my grandma taught me.
Oh, I
She used to do RC cola, and she used to put peanuts in it, and I thought she was crazy. And then I tried it, and it's like a snack, and it's like a drink in one.
Yeah.
And it's great. It's salty. It's sweet. I don't know. It's a little crazy, but a little creative. A little good.
Hey guys, I want y'all to meet my sister Joan. She happens to be the oldest in the family, but
and wisest.
she keeps us straight. But this is my sister Joan. This is my great nephew Noah, who's been helping me out this summer. So see what you've done to me, John. You this Appalachian channel comes up, and we get blessed. So I had to get some help. So my great nephew came in and helped out some. But this is my sister Joan, and she grew up in here as well. We got a lot of memories in here.
And we got to keep it in the family here.
She went on. She helps people by dealing with their pain. She's a nurse practitioner, and she's been a blessing to a lot of people, and especially our family.
I'm an encourager because you do all this, and I'm thankful for that. But I'm out and about. Somebody had to do this.
She comes up
She
when we
stayed.
have the picking at Priddy's, and she runs the hillbilly drink stand for
Now,
me.
when is that? When you do
It's
that?
it's every Saturday in October from 3 to 5:30.
Okay, we're going to be back in October to Mount Airy.
Lord have mercy.
So we're coming back to, so we'll
Well, let's
try
hope
to,
and pray for some good weather, because
Well,
if it rains,
yeah.
Can't do it.
it's an outdoor event. So
Well,
if
we're
the
gonna
weather's
come
nice,
back.
we got a yard full out back. So
Oh, yes.
awesome.
Busy.
so we've been shopping today. I said, I'm going to buy some stuff from Jane. I see what's these pictures right here cost, Jane? I like that.
So this right
I
here.
didn't see that last time I was here.
So this is $25.99. So this is by Tony Craig, who did the canvas out on the side of the store that we saw last time, the big canvas with the Pepsi Cola bottle and Lance crackers. He won a photography contest at the beach with this. And there's it's a sunrise, sunset competition down in Harker's Island is where he lives. But he has a love for old general stores, and he's actually got a book out. I need to show you that book. I've got it.
I think you showed us some books. You don't sell them though, do you?
No, I need to get some more of
those. We're going to try to look those up and we forgot. So we need to make sure we get that information today.
But he loves old general stores. He loves this store about as much as our family does. So, and I'm just trying to get him back up here. I'm trying to figure out a way to get Tony back into Stokes County. He'd like to get back up here too. I think I'm gonna have to go down there and visit him and coax him in up here. I don't know, maybe we renovate the upstairs and let him live upstairs or something. We put an artist loft upstairs or something. Who knows? Who knows?
Now,
That would actually be pretty cool.
did you tell us that your grandparents maybe lived upstairs at one time?
No, it's totally unfinished.
Unfinished,
I mean, you know, back
okay.
in the day, a lot of people
Storage.
did live upstairs. I might one day, whoever knows, I walk by and I see that home sweet home thing that I painted back there on the door, and it hit me one day, and I'm like, is that a sign? It might be my home upstairs one day. I don't know. Just take it one
So it's
day.
as big as this front part, I guess. And okay, did you have this air conditioner when it was here before?
No. This furnace was put in the 50s, the late 50s, but now it's been replaced. Right after Dad passed away 24 years ago, I think a year later the furnace went out, so it's been replaced. But Daddy put that in before he and Mom came in here in 1960. So you're standing right where the potbelly stove used to sit, that they would bring coal in from outside and actually burn to keep the store warm. Yeah.
So yeah, I didn't remember. It looks brand new, this up here.
Yeah, it does. It's shiny. It's, you know, I don't like it. I wanted it put in the basement, but Mama was like, let's just put it back where it was, and I just honor Mom, and if I ever get enough money to afford it, I want this out of here and in the basement.
Okay.
I don't like it, so I try to kind of hide it, conceal it, but at least it does keep us fairly warm in the wintertime.
I'm going to take this and put this in my basket.
Awesome.
It was nice to meet y'all.
You going to stick around a little while today?
I'm
She has errands to
I
run.
have errands.
I'm gonna let Noah help out. I did this many times as I was growing up.
Oh, you was here as a kid working some, I guess, huh?
Oh, it was. We never had to worry about a summer job because Dad always had a job for us. He'd wake us up every morning in the summer. Me and Jane both.
Come
and
on
that
to
was
work.
come to work, and we'd be out there. And that's when pop bottles. People had to bring their bottles back
Yeah, right.
and turn them in, or you charged them if they wanted to buy some more pop. So
Right.
they would be a mess out there, and we had to sort them. That was our job. And it was always good to finish. You come inside one and cool off.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Get a bonus drink for working.
that was our pay. But it was good. Good memories. It is very nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you.
I'm one of the ministers at the local church here.
Local church, yeah. Tell us your names again.
I'm Amy.
Amy,
And I'm Peter.
Peter. Yeah. So what do you like about old country stores here? You like Priddy's?
We do. Just the people and I guess.
And the antiques. You like antiques.
Yeah, junk.
Junk.
Like junk. Like
Yeah,
Valuable treasures, you call them.
that's right. Some people call it junk and some people call it treasure. So it just depends on your state of mind, don't it?
It does. It does. Or your wife's state of mind.
How long you two been married?
23 years.
Well, you don't even look that old to be married 23. You must
Yeah.
got married when you was 10, wasn't you?
And a half.
10 and a half.
And a half. Oh, me.
Well, how about that? Well, we enjoy meeting people that watch our videos and come out, and glad you just came out today. So you've been to Priddy's. You've lived in this area for a while?
Yeah. Yeah, and we've been here, and we've been up at the other place that you did. What is it?
Just plain country.
Yeah, well, yeah, Miss Kathy, we go there a lot.
She sure is a blessing, ain't she?
She's a good lady.
We used to bring our kids up here when they were younger. In October, I think it is, they do chicken stews and bluegrass music, and
Where's that at?
in the backyard.
Oh, here.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Okay.
Yeah. So my girls we bought them tap shoes and everything.
Okay. How about that?
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, we're hoping to come back in October and film them doing the, I guess it's bluegrass or whatever.
Yep, it is. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
So, that other store you was talking about, is that over in is it the mass store or the?
No, it's the dry goods.
Madison, over in Madison, yeah.
Yeah, going there
Madison
several
Dry
years.
Goods, yeah.
Yep.
Madison's a nice little town too, ain't it?
Oh,
It
yeah.
is. It is.
Madison's not that far from here, is it? I'm a little,
Not terrible for it.
about 30 minutes
30,
maybe.
yeah.
I'm third time we've been in North Carolina this year, so I'm learning a little bit. You
That's
know?
it.
Yeah,
That's
we
it.
love the people. I love the accent some of the people got. You know, it's a little bit different than Tennessee. And
Right.
so you've been in ministry. You went to college, you said, over in Tennessee, in Knoxville.
Yeah, Johnson Bible College.
But
now
right.
Johnson University.
Yeah.
Both of us.
How long was you there in Knoxville?
We were there for 4.5 years.
Four?
Or I was.
Yeah. Well, how about that?
Mid-90s.
That's just down the road from where we live at in La Follette. So Knoxville's a pretty good town.
Yep.
How long have you guys known Jane at Priddy's?
Our kids are 19 or 18 and 20, and they were about 5 and 6. And I think even maybe before that.
Yep.
Well,
About like that.
so yeah, we appreciate you coming out today and just wanted to get to know you a little bit better and let everybody meet you on our channel here. And so what we came out today to do is film some of the locals and some of the things going on here in these little country stores before they're all gone.
They are a dying breed, I think.
You know, those stores, you got your Dollar General store everywhere, but they're not the same thing when you don't have the owner behind the register, you know. And,
You're right. You're right.
That knows you by name and appreciates your business. And
Exactly.
And,
I think from here to our church camp, there's one every 7 miles, and our church camp's an hour and a half away.
Yeah.
the Dollar General stores.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's put a hurt on the little stores because it's hard to compete with them importing everything from China and being able to buy stuff in bulk. So we try to support the stores and let people know about them so they can come out and visit these places where they're gone. One day, little by little, they're disappearing.
Yep,
Yeah.
Just
you're
in
right.
fact, because people, it's hard to make a living with it now. You know.
Right.
I guess so.
Yeah. So, well, guys, I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Thanks
Absolutely.
Thanks for the interview.
Yeah.
Where'd y'all go hiking at?
We did the Moore's Knob loop that goes all the way up to the top of the observation tower, and it's about 4.5.
Well, congratulations. I wish I was able to do that. I just ain't got it in me no more. Now, what's y'all's names?
D.
D?
Yep.
I'm Mariah.
Mariah?
Yes.
And
Kara.
Kara? Okay. Y'all been to Priddy's, I guess, before? Been coming around here before to the store?
We've been here a time or two.
Time or two?
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad to see y'all come out today. You gonna get you a bologna sandwich or something, or a drink?
No, we just had lunch up the road here at River Rock.
Oh, did you? River Rock? What's up there?
Really good sandwiches, pizza.
Pizza? Okay.
Yeah, really good stuff.
Well,
Highly
good.
recommend.
All right. Well, I'll let you go on in, and
All right.
good seeing y'all.
It's nice meeting y'all.
Nice to meet you.
Oh yeah, this is Vicky's favorite
What
treat.
is that?
Peanut butter delight.
Peanut butter fudge?
Peanut butter delight.
Delight. Oh, okay.
Some
Peanut-
people call them no-bake cookies.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I've never seen them square like that, though. That's what got me. They're usually
They
round.
look like a cookie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you like those, huh?
Yeah, these are my favorite, and for my great nephews and niece and stuff, they love this stuff, so I buy it from them too.
Oh, yeah? Have you known Jane for a little while?
Oh yeah, all my life.
All your life?
Yeah, our
Yeah.
families go way back.
She's all right, ain't she?
Oh yeah,
Oh, I'm okay sometimes.
she's a good one.
She sees me the best, the worst, whatever, you know, and she's still my friend. So, but yeah, we're like family. We could be family for all I know. My great grandma was a maid, so
Put that back in there.
her family's been really good to us here. Like I said, my grandma Priddy and Grandpa Priddy was real good friends with Spot and his wife, and then her dad and I and this family they've just helped out a lot. Her farming family, David and Lola, you know, were just great people, and it just always was in the community, always helping and supporting us. Whatever we was doing down here, they always wanted to come and support it and be a part of it. And David's grandkids grew up coming to see Santa Claus here and everything. And so her sister and I was in high school together. And so again, it's just keeping those connections. And again, like I said, she's just like family to us. So this is my friend Vicky.
Well, Vicky, glad you came by today.
I don't feel right being on video.
You just talking to us. We just talking. That's all.
Okay.
Well, good meeting you, Vicky.
Good to meet you.
So I have just been so amazed at the outpouring of love and prayers all up and down the East Coast, as far west as San Antonio, Texas. I have gotten new friends because of the Appalachian Channel and the segment that was ran in February. And I even know some of these people by name, and we kind of stay in touch. And I just want to mention especially one young lady. Her name's Beth, and she came down here all the way from Indiana, Pennsylvania, and she's just going through a rough time to the point where she couldn't drive down here, and I think it's a 5 or 6 hour drive. Well, her friend moved down here 3 years ago and drove all the way to Indiana to pick her up and her friend Amy and brought them down here. She wanted to come to this store because she didn't think that things like this existed anymore, and she couldn't believe what she was seeing, and she says, I've got to go experience this myself. So Beth really touched me. She said that the video blessed her, but her visit blessed me more than she'll ever know. So I've got to meet these people, and we're praying for each other, and it's just been a beautiful thing. So we're thinking about you, Beth. We love you, and our prayers are with you, and just stay in that light, girl. I mean, we've gotten, I've made a little list here. Their names are all over the place, but I made a list here of folks that have reached out to us. Fred and Terry also amazed me. They're up in Taneytown, if I'm pronouncing that, Taneytown, Maryland. They got a box full of jams and jellies from us, and we kind of, still stay in touch a little bit through the Facebook Messenger. Another lady that really touched me was Pam Foss. I spent some time talking to her. She's going through some things, and again, we just want to pray for these people. And Mike Christner from Melvin, Michigan, I sent him some hoop cheese. And he's hoping to make a trip down here in October. But all these people on here that I've talked to, and people that just called and just says, we love what's happening there. Just know that you're in our prayers. We're praying for you, and we feel it. We love you, and just keep on praying, and we just keep on praying for you. And that has been the most amazing thing. Now, because of that, it's been crazy around here, y'all. In my slow time to catch up, it's been like, whoo, haven't been able to do a lot of things. Yeah. And I don't know if Rosemary's going to be here or not, but I literally was on my hands and knees that morning and said, Lord, you got to bring me some help. And I'm not easy to accept help. I'm not easy to say, yeah, I need help. That day, Rosemary showed up, whom I've known for probably 15 years. She says, you want me to help you out, run the cash register or something? And I'm just like, I'm not believing this. I said, I just prayed for help, and you showed up. And she's been helping me every Thursday. But I don't know if she's coming back or not. But Colin's always, when he's around, always coming in and pitching in and helping out. And,
you always said that, I'm always like, well, Jane is the heart and soul of this store and everything about it. But you always said that it's the community, and it's everyone. It's everybody who pitches in, and you have a lot of those stories. Like the time, I remember your sign was a little falling apart up there, and we had to go to my grandpa's old shop, and we had to go get a new sign and put it up.
I forgot about that. Thanks for the
every day you.
There's Rosemary. I just mentioned her name.
Oh, yeah. Hi.
Come over here, Rosemary. Come around back, girl.
But there's so many experiences, and every day you come in here, you hang out. Like I said, we were all hanging out back there, John, and they were telling me about the good old days. The old timers always enlightening me, you know. But it's the same way it was years ago, where all the old guys are sitting out there on the front porch with their overalls, hanging out. You never know who you're going to meet. You never know what stories you're going to hear. I know my grandma always used to say, you know, back then it was more of a rarity to go to the general store, and because, you know, times were hard, but she would come here and they'd get themselves an orange and a knee-high grape soda, which you still got in the bottles. Wow. And she would come in here, and I think they used to say some of the feed bags used to have prints on them in here, because that was when it was harder to get clothes, so her grandma would make them dresses out of the feed sacks, and they would come here and grab those. But in a weird way, it's kind of not changed. It really hasn't.